This video has no script, no anything. Like none of my videos ever have a script, but this video is not even planned, and that's a different, because for my other videos, like I write down bullet points, I write down key points, and then I know what I'm talking about. This video is just like me talking out of my soul, because I need to get some things off my chest, okay? I have this Bible here. I'm not a Christian, but I love to read Holy Scriptures. I always find a lot of love and truth and comfort in all different kind of Holy Scriptures. And I think this is also part why I'm not ready to like choose one religion for me and say this is the ultimate truth. Because I'm so in love with every religion that it is very hard for me to say there's only one truth and everything else is like a lie or blah blah blah, this is not truth, or people who believe this go to hell. Like, I don't believe in this. This triggers me right now. I have to put this off here. Yeah, guys, as you know, I'm currently doing a social detox, using my flip phone, not using social media. Someone else is taking care of my accounts. Someone else will also upload this and everything. I will not read any comments. Someone else is taking care of everything, basically. I'm doing this now for 10 days, and the only thing I can think about is how I don't want to say I never want to go back, but I think I might extend my time a bit because, you know, as the oldest daughter, as like the responsible one, it is such a beautiful feeling for once to realize that no one like can depend on you for anything, and that no one can bother you with their needs. I'm a person, I always naturally put the needs of other people above my own, and the second I stopped doing this, I was labeled as the rebellious one, as the difficult one, as the villain, as the however you want to call it. Because, you know, people get used to you always putting yourself last and put them first. And when you finally choose yourself again, it's like, how dare you to choose yourself? It is very important that you remain stubborn about these things and that you still put yourself first, because people will call you a villain anyways. So I might as well just play into their story, you know? I don't even know why I'm making this video. I just feel like someone needs to hear it. If this is not resonating with you, just click away. I don't honestly, like, I don't care about views or anything. I will not even see how many views these videos get. It is very important that you choose yourself. And I read this book, one of my favorite books, from Hermann Hesse. It's a German author. It's called Demian. In this book, there's one phrase where he said something like, I have to translate it now into English. He said something like, he found himself in love, and most people lose themselves in love. This made me realize something, and it's like, so many people search themselves in other people. So many people search themselves in the image other people create of them. Like, it just made me realize how so many of us try to find ourselves in the image of someone else. And I feel like this is why we often abandon our own needs and our own desires just to make it right for someone else, because we think, okay, if at least this person is choosing me, then I will be fine because I want to be chosen, right? And this whole thing of wanting to be chosen and wanting to be seen and wanting to be loved is normal. It's human, you know? I will not tell you to completely abandon your needs for love or for being chosen, because love is ultimately the only thing that kept me alive in this lifetime. Everything else failed. Money didn't keep me alive. Material things didn't keep me alive. Success didn't keep me alive. The only thing that kept me alive was love. And love is very important. So this is not a message of me trying to tell you to detach from love or to not see love as important, but like to create this sense of love within yourself before you search it in outward experiences. As right now, I have a lot of friends who are going through very difficult scenarios with like dating or like getting to know people, and it is truly so sad. I always say it's very sad that what this generation made out of love. Because this generation completely destroyed the idea of romance, you know? Nowadays, when someone's being romantic, they are being labeled as a simp. Men who are actually good, who have a good heart, who do good things, are being labeled as simps. And this is insane to me. It is insane to me that hookup culture is such a big thing, that people treat their bodies and treat their hearts as if it's something with no value. Like, I don't know. And this is, I don't even mean to offend anyone, so don't get this into the wrong like way. Of course you can, if you say I want to be sexually active and sleep with, I don't know, 10 people a month, it's your thing, you know? This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like the complete like perception of love is just so tainted nowadays, and it's like it comes with so many conditions. And I'm a person, when I love very hard, and I love very loyal, and it's like, this is why I always thought in the past that I have to protect myself from love, because I know once I love someone, like I have a lot of like, of course, standards and blah blah blah, but once I love someone, like I truly love someone, I would go to hell for this person. This person could be doing like things and I would still go to hell for them. And this is why I was always a person, I protected my heart so much from other people, because I knew once someone is able to like find the key to it and lock it open, then I have no control over what's happening anymore. And I don't know, you know, I realized it is such a shame to keep your heart locked away from the world, just because the world can be cruel sometimes. I would rather like not do that. I cannot live with a heart that is locked behind my own fear. And this is making me so emotional, because nowadays, like, people tell you all the time, do this and this and this and this and this, and I am so fucking tired of all of this. I'm so fucking tired of like people locking their heart away. And but I still understand it, right? Because of course love has like completely destroyed me before too. So I learned my lesson. What I'm telling you here is coming like out of experiences. It's not like that I just make this up or just talk about it like hypothetically. I'm talking out of experiences. Wait, I have to switch my the way I sit. Allow love to like break you open. Yeah. Allow love to break you open. I don't want to hide my heart from the world. I don't want to let fear win. My father always used to tell me fear is a way to manipulate you, to keep you small, and to control you. And I refuse to be controlled by fear. And this is so interesting because, as I said, I'm like having this religion hyperfixation right now where I do all of this kind of research. Really, I love religion so much. And this is so, you know, I don't have to be religious to love religion. I just love religion. And it was always that way. I was an atheist when I was a child, so I didn't even believe in a God. But I would always like have this huge hyperfixation on learning about religion and reading religious scriptures and like indulging myself into it. So in all of these holy scriptures, they always say the same thing. They always say like, do not fear, do not be afraid. I truly feel like fear is chaining us away from our true potential. It is tying us down. It is like, I get this image of in my mind of like a child who just wants to play and like laugh and express their freedom, but like there's this chain that is like, nope, you cannot do this, the world is not safe out there. And therefore this child only gets to see like this small version of the world, the small version of what's really out there, because there's a voice telling that child that it is not safe to play. And I feel like playing is such a important part. This is why I always told everyone that I cannot be with people who are too serious. I need to be surrounded by people who have a very playful, very childlike, very innocent, very expressive, very creative energy, because this is what makes me feel alive. And so many people lose this childlike energy once they get like into a certain age, or once they think they shouldn't do certain things anymore because the world expects them to always be serious and be this and this. And I'm like, no, you don't have to like lock your inner child away. Like, let your inner child live. And yeah, this is what I also realized in these last days. And now that I'm doing this whole detox and everything, I'm like, because sometimes, you know, of course, I have so much more time now to be productive, but like sometimes I don't want to be productive. Sometimes I just want to like draw. Sometimes I just want to listen to a song and stare at the ceiling and, I don't know, visualize or fantasize or like build like stories in my head. And the world is telling us that these things are unnecessary because they don't lead you to like success, they don't lead you to making more money or whatever. But like, this is the most important thing in life, to actually allow yourself to be a human being. I feel like all of these rules that we made up and that we cage ourselves into is like taking our humanness away from each other in a way. And I, at least, like, I want to be a human for the time I'm on this planet Earth. I feel extremely homesick in these last days. Like, I just know that my soul is not from here. I'm a visitor here. Like, I believe every person on Earth, every soul has a mission here, has things to experience, lessons to learn, but I just feel extremely homesick all the time. And I always felt like this even when I was a child. I would always like, when I would cry as a child, I would like say to my mom, I want to go home. And we were at home and I would say, I want to go home, I want to go home, I want to go home. Like, because I knew I never felt home here. This earth doesn't feel like home to me. It feels like a school. And I know a lot of spiritual people say and tell you that earth is like a school and it truly feels like a school. And I'm like, okay, I will just go through all of my lessons until I can go back home. I believe that where we truly are, where we truly come from, I mean, that this is a place so full of love and community and togetherness. And this is why we feel so tense here, because Earth is such a dense and like dark place to be in energetically for a soul. And this is why we feel this way, because we know the truth. We know where our souls truly come from. And therefore everything here feels so strange and like this illusionary almost. Yeah. I had this hyperfixation once about near-death experiences, and my grandma had a near-death experience when I was a child, and she would always tell me about it. And she would say that like this place was so beautiful and she was greeted like by God and had that family, and that everyone says this, like everyone who ever had a near-death experience, you can look it up like in reports or YouTube, they all said, I didn't want to go back because this was such a good feeling, like full of love and light and warmth, that I didn't want to go back to this place here on Earth. And it's just, you know, once your soul is remembering where it truly comes from, I think this homesickness follows you around everywhere you go. And of course, like, you are here to live abundantly, to create success, to help other people, to be in touch with humanity, to reach your goals, to do whatever you want to be here. But you ultimately shouldn't forget that everything here is just a phase. Everything that you have, you are renting it. You are renting this body that you live in. I don't care if you are a millionaire or a billionaire, or if you are broke. Everything you have, you're just renting it. The second you die, it's away. You cannot take anything to the grave with you. Do you know what I mean? Like, you cannot take it with you. And this is why sometimes, I'm doing a lot of like decluttering and all of this, and I get so disgusted by the amount of things I own sometimes, and I even get disgusted by the amount of things I thought I want. Like, when I'm in the store and I'm like, oh my god, I need this, oh, such a cute bag, blah blah, and then I come home and I think about it and I'm like, I get so disgusted about this, because I'm like, I cannot take anything of this with me. It's just a distraction in a sense. It's just like, it's just there and it exists and it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, everyone, of course, I like to have beautiful things, I will not live like a minimalist and tell everyone I will not buy anything ever again. Of course, I want beautiful things, but like, at the same time, there's this voice in me that's like, that you are just renting everything you have right now. And as soon as you die, bam, these things are gone. But this also made me realize that it is far more important to create things that touch other human beings, to create things that cannot be taken away from you. Memories, experiences, knowledge, gain knowledge, share love. And like, make the world a better place, not by material things, but like what you do, what you pour out into the world. Yeah, this was a very wild and very chaotic message. As I said, I just wanted to get it off my chest, because I'm not talking to you at all right now and I really miss that. And I feel like maybe this can help someone, or maybe just, maybe you just want to listen to me. Yeah. Everyone, in my opinion, everyone carries God within themselves. There's a part of God in everyone and in everything. And this is why whenever you disrespect someone, or an animal, a plant, a human being, you kind of disrespect the essence of God. This is what I'm thinking. Yeah, take care of you guys.